Hey guys, and welcome back to Matty's Workshop. This is just a short and sweet video, um, just to let you know what's going on around here. I live down in the far south coast, New South Wales in Australia. We've been hit pretty hard with fire, bushfires at the moment. It's hit us pretty hard around this area. Been quite a few homes lost. A few of my mates have lost their houses. And that's the reason why I haven't done any videos lately. It's just not going to happen. I've got some footage I'll put on the end of this video of how the sky went. I hope I've got it. I hope it's good enough to put in the video. At 4 o'clock the other day, or 3:30 the other day, we were pitch black dark, and it didn't get daylight till the following 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sort of thing. Started getting daylight again. So it's cracked us pretty hard here. Just the local infrastructure we've lost here, and towns. In town here, across the bay, the chip mill's on fire. There's 75,000 tonne of wood chips on fire now. First story I heard was 100,000 tonne, but then I just heard it's 75. Either way, it's a shitload of absolute heaps and heaps of fire. It was a massive big firewood chip heaps. They're gone. Mate, it's destroyed houses. It's been a pretty fierce fire. It's come up from Victoria. Went through the town of Malakuta. There's a lot of houses lost there. A mate of mine lost his place down there. To the villages up to the north of us, Mogo, lost the entire one side. The whole main street was gone, which is the highway. That was the highway of the main street. Cabargo destroyed a lot of houses, a lot of farms, livestock, all that. It's it's disastrous. It's beyond belief, to be honest with you. The other night, what's today? Wednesday, I think it is. Not last night, the night before, it was 35 hours we done straight here at home here, because it was coming. The fire was travelling about 6 kilometres an hour, unstoppable, raging. The town was meant to get hit, and hit hard. And I don't know what the god was, but we got rain. And it rained. Yesterday it rained. I got all my days mixed up here, but anyway, it's been a long week. Been a long 5-6 days really. Yesterday we had rain, pretty much just a drizzly rain all day, but that's just like throwing a cup of water on a massive bonfire. It was nothing. All it's done is made it worse for all the firefighters. It's just made everything muddy. In our little part of town we live in here in Eden Cove, I've got to take my hat off to the forestry, and some of the local blokes around here. They've been tremendous. One bloke who works in the bush, he gathered 2:30 the other morning. He jumped on the dozer and he's pushing brakes all around our places here. Fire breaks are around here. All day yesterday in the rain, we've had graders, posi tracks, dozers, skidders, everything working up around the back here, in town, pushing fire breaks in, just doing what they can and hoping, really. I've got to take my hat off to all them forestry blokes. They've been going for weeks. And simple things like the waterboard fellas. Take my head off to them blokes. They're unbelievable. Like they had it burnt through the pump station. And that cut our water supply to Eden, but mate, they worked out a way and they got us water from the next town further on from Rimbula. You know, through their brains and what they done prior to this, because they knew that it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time, because we knew the fire was in Victoria and it was coming this way, and things weren't shaping up real good. They pulled out the stops and done the extra miles, and they put us back on water again. Just simple things like that. People don't realise that they've done it. Good mate of mine actually was the one who lives around the corner. He went out and he was the one who turned all the valves, and what he says, 11 valves to turn. He said you only got to turn one a bit too quick and you'll pop the main clean out of the ground. You know, some of them running 76 litres a second. That's the power of water. It's a massive thanks to all them guys, people that, you know, they just don't get enough credit. But anyway, the fireys have put a massive effort in here. Yeah, it's been great. The community's really come together. We had the police out here the other night. And sort of advising whether we evacuate, and I said, well, I'm not leaving. My words were to the policeman, if I'm not leaving until the fire's licking me left arse cheek. We got the beach. I jumped on the four-wheeler the other night and went down the beach to have a look to see how far I could get my Commodore down there, and they've been down there for the days. I mean, you could drive a Rolls Royce down there, you know, and I was at the beach within 60 seconds. So, and the way we're situated in the town here, I know you can never be 100% sure, but I reckon we'll have a little bit of warning, a little bit of time to get out. There's quite a lot of us here in our little neck of the woods in town here that we all got the same idea. We all communicate with each other. We all knew what each other were doing, and you know, we're right. Everyone's looking out for everybody. It's great. A lot of people did evacuate, which I don't blame them. They didn't feel secure. They went. But the house across the road from me, he came over and seen me today. He was the one who evacuated. He came over and seen me. He actually got a bit close. I said, "Oh, why is that?" And he had a burnt patch in his backyard, about 8 inches round. And he said, "You wouldn't believe it." He said it landed on the greenest part of the whole lawn, because we've been in drought for quite some time. The grass has been dead, but shit, with the amount of water we've pumped on the lawn the last few days, she's turned green. It landed on the only bit of green grass basically he had in his backyard, and we didn't even see it. It was just, the smoke's been that thick, and the ash is just incredible. You know, up against the side of the house, the ash was 1.25 inches deep in spots. It was just everywhere. So when it was raining yesterday, we all got a bit of a reprieve. Took us 3 hours with the gurney just to do the concrete around the house, just try and get rid of it all before it got stuck in crevices where you can't get it all out. You know, it just makes a big mess. But yeah, this video is just to say, guys, I'm still here. Still going to be making videos. It's just not for the next week or so until we find out what's going to happen here, because it's a ticking time bomb. Where I sit right now, directly to my east, that's the head. That's the line of the fire, pretty much. That's where it's slowed right down at the moment. With that rain we had yesterday, it's put a bit of an ease on it. But we had winds this morning, and it's picked up again. I don't know where it is now. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard the latest report, but yeah. But if just have a look on Google, just Google Fires Australia, New South Wales fires. Have a look down the far south coast and see how much has been burnt. Yeah, pretty horrific. You're talking, you know, 300,000 hectares, bigger. Yeah, I forget what the actual total was, but it's big. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys know that this is why I haven't done the video for a little bit, because I sort of had a bit of other stuff on my mind. So anyway guys, take care everybody. Happy New Year. Hey guys, Maddie's workshop. December 31st, around dinner time, and we're expecting to get impacted with fires. There's a village about 50 minutes up the road. It's taken out my whole main street. So there's old Matty in his water cart. He's got the right idea. Yeah, so things aren't looking real pretty here at the moment. We've got everything packed in the car, everything we can think of, all our important papers and so on. It's hit Malakuta, which is just over the border from us, which is about 50 minutes away as well. It's hit that extreme, like they've called the Navy in now to help evacuate the people out of the water. So it's just a matter of time now. Just got to sit it out. It's getting pretty eerie. Parents just in Orbost, which is about 2 hours away from here, they got hit fairly hard during the night, but didn't lose any houses, luckily, not that we know of. My brother's house was pretty close, I believe. Haven't really had a chance to speak to him much, but it's just, yeah, play the waiting game now, and just straight down over through there we can get to the beach, which is normally cut off by steel gate. A couple of blokes took the initiative this morning and just went and cut it all down and got rid of it, so we got clear access down to at least to the beach on this side of Carollo Lake. So that'll be a great help if it does turn big pear shape here. But we've let all the grass, that's how dry it's been, no grass growing at all. Out that way you can normally see Mount Imlay, the tip of Mount Imlay. There is a roundabout straight above that house there. It's not there now, can't see it. So it's only going to get worse from here on, guys. So I'll keep you informed and see what happens. Okay, it's around roughly about 4:45 in the afternoon, 4:30, 4:45 in the afternoon. Santiago. It's just come in from the south, and it's swung around. It's also come in from the west as well. So we're getting fairly when you look out over, that's looking out over the sea, over the sea. That's our escape route out that way, out to the beach. When you look over towards the west, so she's looking pretty bloody grim. Got my neighbours down here. Been speaking to them. We're all working together. So it's funny. You look at the lights, and the lights are all funny colours now. Anyway, we're battening down. There's a lot of ash in the air. It's pretty hard on the eyes, fairly gritty on the eyes and the teeth. Not you really want to be eating the shit, but yeah. Anyway, guys, we're just going to sit her out. It's going to be a long night. That's all we can do. It's been about 5 minutes since the last video out the front. I'm out the back now. She ain't getting any better in a hurry. So that's out to the west that way. It's out to the north. It's out to the east. It's out to the south. smoke's getting quite strong now. So anyway, okay guys, it's 4:30 in the morning. We haven't been to bed. As you can see here, all the ash we've copped during the night, burnt leaves, they literally scatter the ground everywhere here. It's been a pretty horrid night. It's been still, it's been windy, it's been bloody everything. Here's my Commodore. Was a beautiful polished white Commodore, but I don't give a fuck. That's the way it is. The ash feels like grit in the sandy grit. Fine in your eyes here. I haven't found any real hot, like no hot ashes yet. They're definitely not burning when they're hitting you. But yeah, you can see the ash flying through the air there now. I hope that's coming through on the camera. But there is a little bit of lightning, a bit of thunder too, which isn't a really good sign. We've heard some howlishing big bangs. We're getting pretty buggered. It's been a hell of a night. But so far we've fought it off. We're okay at the present moment. But for how long we don't know. We've got quite a ways to go yet. Yeah. It's starting to get pretty wild here. Anyway, just got to wait and see, guys. I just sort of give you an update. I've sent the wife in to have a bit of a lay down. She's fairly spent. Young fella, the oldest fella, the oldest boy, he's done a great job. He was a zombie. And the youngest fella, about 3 hours ago, he said, "That's it, I'm going to have a camp." So that water in there was absolutely crystal clear. It's not here. Yeah, the youngest fella, he said, "I'm going to have a camp." That was about 4 hours ago, and he didn't even make it in to take his clothes off. He just fell on the bed and that was it. Get buggered. So the ash has gone right through the house. It's a bloody mess everywhere you look. It's like the shed, inside the shed, it's just a bloody mess inside the workshop. So anyway guys, a little update.